this morning, chances are pretty good you don't follow the obituaries in Bolivia. But if you did, you would have noticed something momentous in the middle of August. The passing of a man named Carmelo Flores Laura. He was a retired cattle and sheep herder who died at the age of 123 years old. And that got our financial expert, Joe Bert from Certified Financial, thinking about some things you might want to consider if you plan to live to a ripe old age.
I understand that guy was your cousin.
Yeah, I hope that I have some genes like that.
Tom, in fact, I was at a conference this week, and it was on retirement planning.
Right.
And one of the speakers said that the geneticists and the medical community say that somebody born this year has a high likelihood of living to 150 years old.
Because of medical advances?
Medical science is being what it is today. And, you know, we're eating theoretically a lot better than our parents and grandparents nutritionally. So it's going to happen.
Well, the average life expectancy now is...
Well, when we do planning for our clients, we project 87 years old for the male and 93 for the female.
Okay.
But there are exceptions both ways.
All right, so if you plan to live into your 80s or 120s or 150, what do you need to be thinking about?
Well, you need to be thinking about how much money you're going to need, because unfortunately most people look at Social Security as the sole thing. So the key is to start saving and start saving early. The earlier you start, the more you will have. A dollar saved today for a 20-year-old could be worth $6 or $7 in retirement. That's number one, start early.
All right, so I know we have a graphic that we want to look at. Tell us what we're seeing here.
Well, this is the future cost of the basic things of living, dental care, so on and so forth. Look at how the cost changes over the years and what you can expect. You know, a 20-year-old, 22-year-old today that's living perhaps at $40,000, it's going to take him $160,000 in retirement just to maintain the same lifestyle. So think about that. The problem, you know, it's inflation. And inflation is insidious. It kind of creeps up. And you've heard the old story about to drop a frog in the water and it'll swim around, but you gradually turn up the heat and you can kill the frog. The frog doesn't realize it's happening.
Right. Poor frog.
Well, that's what's happening with inflation, little by little. So the cost of living kind of creeps up on you, and before you know it, it's double, triple, and quadrupled. And that's what you have to plan for. That's what's going to get you. And the other problem is that people, when they're talking about retiring today, everybody wants to retire early, you know, 55, 60, 62, 67. Of course. The problem is if you retire that early, you're going to spend as many years in retirement as you have in your working lifetime. And unless you have a sole source, another source of income, it's going to be not a pretty picture.
And by the way, in case you didn't know it, Joe's 111. You look great.
Only 110. Don't push it, Tom.
All right, Joe, this is great stuff and very thought-provoking, too, especially the fact that they think people could live to 150?
Yeah, well, you know, that's certainly going to be the exception, but I can guarantee you one thing. We're going to live a lot longer than what we expected in our retirement years, and you need to plan for it. Start saving early, use that 401k, use that IRA, and save as much as you can, because it'll never be enough.
And talk to a pro if you have any questions.
Well, that helps.
All right, Joe, thanks a lot. Good to see you.